To stand as we welcome our graduates as they enter. The persons on the outside, can you please make your way in? The persons on the outside, can you please make your way in? If the right side is filled, then we start to use on the left-hand side, please. The persons on the outside, starting from the front. Make your way in. If the right side is filled, then we start to use on the left-hand side, please. The persons on the outside, starting from the front. If the right side is filled, then we As we remain standing, I want to invite Ms. Michelle Alexis as she leads us in prayer.
Good morning, everyone. Could we please bow our heads and get ready to reverence God? Heavenly Father, give grace and courage to the ones who have worked hard and now greet this special time of graduation. We thank you for protecting and guiding us to this point. All praise and glory to you. Inspire the graduates to put in good use all the knowledge, skills, and life lessons gained through our education. Most importantly, as we face the unknown challenges moving on, help us to keep dear the greatest wisdom of all, that of knowing Jesus and the power of the cross. A chapter is closed and another eagerly awaits. Pave our road with opportunities and inspire us to live with hope in this incredible journey called life. Continue to bless us graduates with love, protection, mercy, strength, and wisdom. May we live passionately to honor and glorify your name. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Can I hear that amen a little louder? Amen. Thank you very much, Michelle. You may have your seats. CEO of the Center for Development and Certification Training, C.D.A.C.T, Mrs. Joan Gilbert, the staff of C.D.A.C.T, Ms. Asha Lalji, Janelle vgh'n, Dr. Sean Charles, Sonaika McKee, Dr. Kevin George, K. Julian Gutu, Ms. Misha Chase, graduates, again, good morning. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate you on this significant milestone you have achieved today. Each of you, in one way or the other, may have encountered a challenge and may have some roadblocks, but you made it. I want you to turn to the person next to you and tell them, congratulations, we made it. I'm not seeing the smile, so let's try it again. Congratulations, we made it. Thomas Bora once said, you are educated, your certification is your degree. You may think of it as the ticket to the good life. Let me ask you to think of an alternative. Think of it as your ticket to change the world. So the certification you have now is your ticket to change the world. Your experience that you have gained is not only for your personal development, but it is also for you to go out there and add value to your respective organizations. To officially welcome you this morning, I want to invite Mrs. Joan Gilbert, the CEO, to do the welcoming remarks. Mrs. Gilbert.
Good morning, everybody. Today is indeed an awesome day. It's raining a lot, and that is a magnification of God's blessings upon us. So this morning, I want us to recognize the presence of God. And there's a favorite song I love very, very much to my heart, The Goodness of God. And sometimes I say his mercies endure it forever. And this morning, looking at everybody standing here, I'm awesomely proud to know that at least you have made an attempt to make a difference in your life. C.D.A.C.T, the Center for Development and Certification, we know if our people succeed, our businesses and communities succeed. And this is why we place utmost attention on the success of our learners. Our greatest inspiration comes from our learners' journey towards reaching their highest potential. Their stories, which is your stories, shape our own journey to transform lives and transform communities through the power of education. We are fueled by an unparalleled capacity to elevate the good social through inclusive education. Our ultimate goal is to transform lives, and that's what we have been doing, one at a time. And as we transform lives, the same, so you go into your community and you transform your communities. And we endeavor to do so by removing any barriers between you and your ambition to excel. When we opened our doors in 2015 to the public, our dream was to expose our students to higher learning. We searched relentlessly and was proud to bring to Grenada management level 4 and human resource management. And like every other thing, when it's new, there are few challenges. But we are grateful that we have seen the end of it. And we are grateful that today, management level 4 and management level 3 now part of the NTA standards. So we are very happy for that. Further, today we are extremely proud that 3 of our first cohort of students in Grenada who completed management level 4 are now pursuing a master's in business administration at the St. George's University. So I want to give them a round of applause. I want to make special mention of vgh'n, who keep boasting to me, she, Miss Gilbert, I only have 1 more semester to finish. Janelle, I commend you. And to all the others, Michelle especially, who has been the backbone for a lot of students pursuing their education, I want to challenge you, Michelle, to continue on that path. I think those who study with Michelle will all agree that she supported them throughout their journey. Am I lying? Michelle, we commend you for that. In our quest to develop higher learning qualification, we have entered into partnership with the University of the Commonwealth, Caribbean, Jamaica, UCC. And what I must say to you, they have been very, very supportive. But added to that, I must say, without the support of the National Training Agency, NTA, we would not have been here. So I want us to commend the National Training Agency. We maintain for you to be successful in this era, for you to be able to compete in this global environment, you must equip yourself with the KSA, which is a knowledge, skills, and ability to enable you to manage and walk over boundaries. And I challenge each and every one of you today. Let today be the stepping stone of another era in your life. To the young ladies and young men who did the entrepreneur training, which we have a lot and I want us to commend them, I want to challenge you just as well. Yes, you may have a small business, but if you don't have the skills, then you set up yourself to fail. So you have to continue to develop yourself. Under the UCC, you are given the opportunity to sell your products globally. They have provided a platform where you can actually sell your products. So the rest is up to you. And as I leave way for the other speakers, my words will always be, let the sky be your limit. Do not settle for where you are now. You need to continue, whether you do it online. They have a lot of online courses. You can do courses free. Some of us cannot afford it, but the opportunities are there, and I would like to see each and every one of you continue to pursue your education. And I will quote the word of famous Nelson Mandela. Education is the only way out of poverty. It's the only way out of poverty. So yes, we can complain. We can blame everybody. But at the end of the day, we have an individual responsibility to educate ourselves. I'm not saying you want to go out and do a master's. All of us are unique in our own way. But what I'm saying to you, challenge yourself. It's only when you challenge yourself you can know your full potential. Stop procrastinating. Stop blaming your situation, because that too shall pass. You have to prepare yourself for a better tomorrow. And the better tomorrow starts with you. And I thank you. And it's a pleasure to see each and every one of you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Gilbert. And one of the key takeaways that I got from that is do not settle. At this time, we now invite Mrs. Janelle vgh'n to share with us some brief remarks.
Dr. Kevin George, Dr. Sean Charles, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Youth, Norman Gilbert, Mrs. K. Julian Goutou, GNTA, Mrs. Michelle Chase, Mrs. Joan Gilbert, CEO, other specially invited guests, graduates, parents, well-wishers, good morning. Good morning. All right. If you set goals and you go after them with all the determination that you can muster, your gifts will take you places that you will be amazed. These are the words of Les Brown. It gives me great pleasure today to humbly present myself as one of the beneficiaries of this prestigious program and to validate the relevance of training, skill training, in creating a balance in today's work environment. One of my personal goals was to pursue a higher education at a tertiary institution. Due to various constraints in life, at times, they seemed unattainable. I was always cognizant that the job market demands constant professional development and upgrading one's academic credential. If you are to be marketable and to be considered for growth and upward mobility. With this in mind and much introspection, I saw the need to pursue higher learning and aim at personal growth and development and career advancement. C.S. Lewis says, "You are never too old to set another goal and to draw a new dream." So I applied. I got accepted into the MBA program at St. George's University. My acceptance to the MBA program brought new challenges. As I was unsure about what to expect, I was apprehensive about whether or not my hands-on approach which was the CVQ Management Level 4, to my education was sufficient to take me through the program. I knew my success in the MBA program was hinged upon determination to succeed. I needed to obtain vital skills, professional competencies, and aptitudes to attain my career goals. Constant reflection and mindfulness brought clarity to the direction that I needed my success. I struggled with confidence on occasions. I doubted myself. But academic writing requires extensive reading and in-depth research. It involves incorporating a variety of scholarly writing and communication skills that are paramount to my success in the program. So I wondered, can I? Will I? What if? The CVQ Management Level 4 program taught me that reflective writing requires critical and in-depth thinking on various topics. It triggers personal assumptions, stimulates the development of problem solving and critical thinking skills. It fosters emotional intelligence and creativity, and it enhances my communication skills. The program also provided insight on self-evaluation with the use of strategic framework like SWOT analysis and other important time management tools and goal setting to achieve career goals. It was also supported by comprehension of different subject matters, unique point of views, personal analogies of business topics, paired with thought-provoking discussions. It also encompassed key personal takeaways and clear understanding of vital management concepts. The program promoted reflective writing that enhanced my emotional intelligence as a loan analyst, allowing me to effectively communicate with my team members, my clients, and to be tactful in my responses in different situations. This very practical program ensures that students formulate new ideologies, new analysis, and draw new conclusions on subject matters relevant to personal success and new trends in the global environment. Level 4 management required the use of PowerPoint presentations as a tool used to effectively divulge information and communicate your understanding of topics. Apart from this, its applicability in the world of business, I thoroughly enjoyed learning to create presentations and captured one's attention. Damien was very good at presentations. Just so you know, I have a fear of public speaking. I'm sure my classmates know that. The skills and knowledge from the material presented introduce ways to improve my current ability and allow me to build on my confidence, hence my presentation today. Finally, the program equipped me with vital skills, knowledge, and aptitudes embedded in its content. This, paired with work experience at RBC, RBTT, and ARISA, prepared me for a smooth transition into the master's program at St. George's University. I must say, so far, so good. The management level 4 succeeded in making available a perfect combination of all the relevant resources for us, the students, to complete the MBA program successfully. With the full comprehension and utilization of the course resources provided, success is inevitable. The application of the resources presented has contributed to my success and in effectively managing all aspects of the program. In conclusion, I am one semester away from completing my international business, my MBA, and graduating with honors. This comprehensive management program offered by C.D.A.C.T has significantly contributed to my success so far in my master's program by enhancing my communication skills, my emotional intelligence, critical thinking, essay writing, analytic skills. At the end of the MBA program, I would be closer to achieving my career goals. The course coordinator should be commended for an exemplary program. My hope is to become an advocate for skill training and highlight the mutual benefits of the program, creating awareness in the Grenadian market. Special thanks to my daughter Amaya and my husband Christopher for understanding and being my strong support. Special mention to my siblings Jill, Jennifer, and Janine for their valued support. Special thanks to my classmates, especially Michelle Peters. Michelle, where are you? All right. This is Michelle, and she has been our backbone, as Miss Gilbert said. Kudos to you, Michelle. We made it. All right. Special thanks to Laurel for using her office space at times. To Miss Lalji at C.D.A.C.T office for her diligence. Special thanks also to the assessors and lecturers for their commitment to our success of the program. To Mrs. Gilbert, I implore you to continue to motivate and educate the nation. I thank you. Know that your stalwart contribution to higher learning is greatly appreciated. Congratulations to all graduates. To you, the graduates, I challenge you to reach for the stars. Don't be shy. The sky is the limit. And finally, I would like to personally thank God for his blessings and his mercies, for letting me be here today, because I have had my challenges and I have made it. You too can be, the best you can be. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Harding. And I really like that quote, you're never too old to set another goal. So those of you who are thinking age is not at your side, you need to dispel that, because as Mrs. Harding said, you're never too old to set another goal. And I also want to leave you with this. When you get those what ifs and those doubts and fears, ponder on the words of Nelson Mandela when he said, there is no passion to be found in playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one that you are capable of living. While you reflect on that, I want to invite Dr. Sean Charles to share some words of wisdom with you. But before he approaches the mic, I want to read you his bio. Dr. Sean Charles, a specialist in geoinformationics and disaster management and a civil engineer, was born in St. George's, Grenada. He studied at the International Institute for Earth Observation, ITC, in the Netherlands, earning a diploma and master's degree in geoinformation service, both with specialization in geographic information systems, GIS. He also obtained an executive diploma in management from the Institute of Business of the University of the West Indies. He also pursued a master's degree in disaster management and a PhD in civil engineering from the University of Auckland in New Zealand. Dr. Charles's experience in the field of geoinformatics extends over 19 years in the capacities of supervisor of the mapping and drafting department of the National Water and Sewage Authority, and subsequently an engineering assistant or GIS specialist in the planning and engineering department of the Grenada Electricity Services Limited. He is also responsible for the implementation and management of the company's geoinformation databases, overhead and underground network design, electrical systems planning, analysis, and staking. Before pursuing his PhD, Dr. Charles was a tutor at C.D.A.C.T in the area of project management. He was also the first chairman of the Catholic GIS Committee and promoted the use of GIS among the regional electric utilities. Among several assignments involving serving as the chairman of the board of directors at Grenada, consultant to German International Corporation GIS and the Caribbean Institute of Meteorology and Hydrology, CIMH. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together and welcome Dr. Sean Charles. Before Dr. Charles comes, Mary John, one of your family member has fallen ill, so can you please check him at the other side, please?
Thank you very much, Mrs. Master of Ceremony. Graduates, staff, distinguished guests, moms, dads, family members, spouses. It's an honor to be here this morning in this graduation ceremony of the Center for Development and Certification Training. It is such a pleasure to share in this intensity at this time. As you, this beautiful bunch of, I would say, girls and boys, men and women, whichever category you so fit yourself into, but I would say generally young ladies and young men, you are graduating and this is closing a particular chapter in your life story. Your life continues definitely after that, where you would begin some other chapter on some other topic. Parents and spouse, I want you at this time celebrate with the graduates with a round of applause that shows your unwavering support. To the employers who may be here or not here, we want to send our appreciation to them for seeing continuing education as a part of the learning process. And to you graduates, I'll take a little bit of cue from the Master of Ceremony when she did ask all the graduates to look at the person next to you and say congratulations. I see the most smiles this afternoon. So I think I'll employ that little strategy going forward. I pride myself on the philosophy, educate to eradicate. Educate yourself, as Mandela said, to eradicate poverty. Poor mindsets, I would say education is the key. Brother Basil, Forsyth, my brother, to avoid drinking people's Kool-Aid, educate yourself to eradicate that mindset. I advocate that to everyone. I want to talk to you this morning about a few things that I believe is what we call untruth or myth in our society, and it can hamper you as you go along during your life course. The gist of this discourse here this morning is to affirm that to change communities, sometimes we need to do some introspection and, if necessary, make the changes on ourselves. I hope you will forgive me for sounding like a teacher this morning. It's not my intention. But one day I hope to be a very good teacher one day. I want us to dismiss some of these myths that we have in our mind. Upon reflection, you can decide which ones may resonate with you, if any, and I wish none, and do as much as you can to help yourself build the capabilities that will help eliminate them from your mind and your thinking, both from your mental state and physical state. To do that, you need to educate and learn and to get rid of the things in life that would limit you. The world teaches us some basic untruths, and we will talk about 5 of them. And I'll try my best to be as short as possible. Myth number 1, I matter more than anyone else. This kind of thinking limits you because it affects how you see others and how others see you. And oftentimes you want things to go your way. This is not the world that we should adopt, and this is not the communities we should actually try to exemplify. The world does not revolve around you. Don't be blinded by society's lie that life is about you. In life, you are here to learn, to serve others, and to do your best. Your success in life does not depend on what you learn in school only, but on applying what you would have learned with common sense. It is how you get along with others, how much you are aware of your weaknesses, and how much you plan to develop yourself that makes the biggest difference in whatever you do to be successful. Do your best and think about it. Will my activity today matter what I do tomorrow? Some people engage in lifestyle, what we consider being norms these days, putting a tattoo across your cheek or your face or your neck. And we have to wear particular clothes to either hide it 5 years down the road. And it gives a certain, I'm not discriminating on anybody here, but the reality is sometimes some of the things we do to ourselves hamper us in the next 5 and 10 years. We have to be very smart. So be aware and be smart about yourself. Be realistic about areas that you need to still develop and think about how you relate to others. So for better communities, I admonish you, learn to treat others with respect. Our God loves us, everyone, the same way. At this time, I would like to use that same technique. Let's look at our colleague next door and say, you are wonderfully made. Thank you. Myth number 2, I can do anything. You cannot do anything. You can do a lot of things, but you cannot do anything. Life tells us in some cases that we can do what we want. That is totally untrue. Everyone has different skills and talents. One of you may be good in something, somebody good in something else. Maybe playing music, maybe looking after the elderly, maybe being a good doctor, maybe being a good carpenter. Whatever, maybe being a good administrative assistant. Whatever life put out for you, try and improve on it and make the best of your small world. You should be good at something and be so good that somebody can respect that talent in you. Most of you have already embarked on some talent. That's why you would have chosen the particular course that you're in. Let us exemplify that. And then look on the peripherals, and if there's any other attributes you can generate or germinate within yourself, so be it. I believe you all have chosen and love the areas that suit your particular skills and talents. God has given it to you. Cherish it, mold it. If you do something that comes naturally to you, you will enjoy it better. Just not try to emulate somebody else because that person appears successful and you want to be like that person. You try to adopt somebody else's skills. It doesn't work in this world. As you continue to make valuable contribution to the development of your community and your country, think of what you want and who you want to be in your greater mature life. Reflection and discussions with significant people in your life can assist you. Ask them to help you identify your strengths and then work on improving them. Focus on the subjects that suits your talents and skills and continue doing all courses that builds that skill. So for better communities, learn that God has given us unique skills and talents and use them and don't try to be somebody else. I want you again to look at the person next to you and say, you are uniquely special. Thank you. Myth number 3, there is no right and wrong. Do what you want. That is totally untrue. I want to emphasize that this is just getting into the mind of our young people. Maybe it could be by how you grew up, how you were brought up. They believe that everything that they do, they are right. The term postmodernism is what controlling us today. Postmodernism is the belief that there is no absolute truth, that people need to choose for themselves what they believe in. That idea is taking over the world, whether it be in gender studies, sex, God, marriage, morality. Everybody have a twisted idea. What we have learned as growing up as values is constantly being eroded. Our world today is postmodernism, and it's getting worse. God is more and more disrespected, for want of a better word. Our TV programs, our views on society, our beliefs, fashion, food, and almost everything are postmodern. Look at that. You wake up this morning and you're a female, and tomorrow you can decide you're a male. That is postmodernism. You get up and you decide what you want to be in life today. This does not work, although it appears to be the coming trend. Yeah, tell me something. This is something just flat out wrong. Anyone who tells you that to be a Christian in this world and believe that there is no right and wrong, is fooling you and fooling themselves. You will come up against resistance if you have that original, unique value that you were taught in your church or in your home. And peer pressure might be the end result. I want you to stay focused and stay firm on the values that would cause you to be that strength or that pillar in your community and could be a shining light to everyone else. It is hard to stick to values these days. Wrong becomes right and right becomes wrong. How is it that we can accept the right way to drive, the right way to cook, the right way to take care of ourselves, the right way to do so many things? We yet for all. We have other things where we say, it's not right and it's not wrong. It is not logical to me. Look around. Obviously, there are some ways of living life that you will get into less trouble. The right way to help you get along with others and help you grow into better persons is eminent and is even more prevalent in today's world. The more effort you make to live God's way, the more consistent you will feel more peaceful with yourself. Consequently, a better community is in the horizon. Living the right way, living God's way, gives you the best chance of a happy and fulfilled life. So, for better communities, learn that there is right and wrong for yourself and your community, so let's strive our best to do the right. Again, I want you to look at the person next to you and say, I will always strive to do the right. I'm winding down. Myth number 4. I can do it all by myself. I am blessed to travel a lot of places in the world, and I have many friends. I have traveled on every continent except Africa. And ironically, Africa is where I have the most friends, most close friends, but I've never been to their continent. From Egypt in the north to South Africa in the south, almost every African country, I have at least 20 to 25 persons there that I can call my friend. But they are just my friends. I do not see them every day. Who do you see every day? Your family. But the cadre of persons here, we can actually have 4 classes of families. We have we call it nuclear family at home. Then we have our work family, those of us who are employed. Then we have our church family, those of us who congregate, either on a Saturday and a Sunday. And those who are not employed yet, we would have the social family. All right? Now, families, members comes and goes. And we think we know pretty much everything most times. All right? Your whole family may not be perfect. Your parents may not always have done everything right. Your brother and sister may annoy you. Your spouse may get you over the heels at sometimes. But still, they are there every single way in this journey as you complete your CVQ or your training, and they would always be there today and tomorrow. The other friends comes and goes. The more you can accept and love your family for who they are, is the more it will be beneficial to you. They have always supported and loved you the best they could. There are plenty of things that you could never have done without them. So you must take every opportunity to let them know they are important to you and that you love and appreciate them. You will find after your training here at C.D.A.C.T, friends comes and go more easily. Only a few people will stick with you for life and will be there for you. Those people are considered to be gold and seldom. When you make good friends, appreciate them, spend time with them, value them. They will add a level of support to your life and you cannot do without. Remember also, friends bring you go. They don't bring you back. Just be smart about it. Accept families are the very most important. So for better communities, learn to appreciate and spend time with those who love and support you. Again, look at the person next to you and say, I would always love my family. Thank you again. And the last myth that we encounter is that I can do it all by myself. It is my life. How much times we hear that? Or how much times we say that? Whether in vexation or in just casual talk. The trouble with people who think that they have it all is that they think they do not need any help from anyone. Reflecting on the theme for today, which I think is a very special theme, and thank you for that, Mrs. Gilbert and your team, changing lives and communities through education and training. We all have to be guided by the biblical text of Philippians 4:13, and it emphasizes, I can do all things through Christ who strengtheneth me. The Bible tells you that by yourself, you are basically nothing. Additionally, we need someone to teach us. You're graduating today. Somebody help you to reach where you are right now. So nothing is wrong with asking for help. A lot of us find it hard to ask for help sometimes. Pride, whatever it is, we are reluctant. Oftentimes, the only time we ask for help is when we think we are losing. Sometimes, we think we know everything. We think we can do anything. We think we can organize and prepare and sort out and strategize and get things the way we want. A lot of times, it seems that we can. And that is good for self-motivation and self-determination. After all, God has given us a brain that we can use. But there will come the time when life roads and the navigation on that road gets a little bit treacherous. And we need the help of our good friends. So for better communities, learn to ask God and good friends for help when necessary. And for the last time, I want you to turn to your friends next to you and say, I will support you. So as we endeavor to change lives and communities, let us continue to educate ourselves and learn to, 1, treat others with respect. 2, be unique know that we are unique and we're going to use our God-gifted talents and skills. 3, know that there is right and wrong and we will strive to continue to do the right. Appreciate and spend time with those who love and support you. And the 5th, accept God and friends' help. He loves you and he can make your life better. You are awesome. Today you graduate. Congratulations. Mrs. Gilbert and your staff, you have done a wonderful job. And by God's grace, I admonish you to continue doing what you do best. Your kids are looking at you today and they are also proud. It's been worth it all. You are here today successful, full of life, full of potential. Now it's up to you to dream bigger. Don't throw this one away. We have faith in you, so go and live your moments. Set goals and achieve them. Be respectful and do what's right. Love God. Appreciate others. Do the best. Be happy. Love you. We love you, Go and build greater communities. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sean, for such inspiring words. Won't you say that there was a lot of food for thought? Right. What I took away from what Dr. Charles shared was educate to eradicate. And whatever you do today, it is going to affect your future tomorrow. And please do not be blinded by society's expectations. We heard from a lot of gentlemen, so now it's time for us to hear from the ladies. No, I'm not being gender biased now, okay? So at this time, I want to invite Mrs. K. Julian Gutu, representing the Grenada National Training Agency, I'm inviting her, to give us some remarks. Mrs. Gutu.
Mrs. Joan Gilbert, Dr. Sean Charles, Mrs. Gilbert, Mrs. Joan 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 Dr. Kelvin George, Miss Michelle Chase, graduates, special invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, Mistress of Ceremony Anaya Harry, the media, and the online audience today. It is my great pleasure to represent the National Training Agency on this auspicious occasion. I bring you greetings on behalf of the CEO, Mr. Kingsley Lincoln Morgan, and the staff of the National Training Agency. I also take opportunity to offer my congratulations to you graduates on this significant achievement in your lives. To the Center for Development Certification and Training, your training provider, Mrs. Joan Gilbert, and to all the instructors, assessors, and verifiers who have been involved in your success. You are amazing men and women who took the critical step to walk out of your comfort zone and to walk into a world of learning with a purpose and desire to make a difference in your life. One which can open doors and possibilities for you, your family, your community, and nation. Today's theme, Changing Lives and Community Through Education and Learning, is apt because with education and learning, we always see things with different eyes and perspectives. Not too long ago, I listened to a YouTube video, and every day while I'm getting ready for work, I'm usually listening to videos on YouTube. And that video was Millionaire Habits. And one of the recurring habits of most millionaires is that they read educational, motivational, and uplifting material every day. These millionaires use the information they gain to find out what people's needs are, to strategize, make plans to meet those needs, and get ahead of the game. And the rest is history. This is what learning can do for you, me, and all of us. And your colleague, Janelle Vivek-Harbin, when she was up here a while ago, outlined well how the course which she took has greatly benefited her. And I'm sure that you all have similar stories. At the NTA, we recognize that the overall enhancement of Grenada's human resource capital is of tremendous significance in the economic advancement of the country, and that technical vocational education and training system, TVET, must be responsive to the changing needs of the labor market, industry, and consumer demands. With the certifications you have recently gained, you now have to go forth skilled and ready to fill needs and gaps in your job, community, or business. It cannot be the same old grind. You must make a conscious effort to bring about changes in your environment. Be a disruptor. And if you do not know what that word means, I challenge you to Google it. The certificate you receive today is just one step or another step in your educational journey to higher professional certificates. At the NTA, we like to say TVET is a process of lifelong learning. We live in a world where vocational education is not an option, but a must for meeting the needs of the productive sector. Part of the responsibility of the National Training Agency is to change the perception that technical and vocational education is an alternative to academic education. And again, I refer to Ms. Vivek's journey in that she has used her certificate training to matriculate into a master's degree program. We exist in part to promote TVET as integral to the education and training system. The nation's focus on TVET programs and our mandate at the NTA is to ensure that the population is prepared competently for the world of work, leading to enhanced business productivity and competitiveness at all levels. This can only be achieved through a trained workforce. We also encourage the development of entrepreneurial skills. So we want to see you create your own opportunities. Do not sit back and wait for a job. Instead, pursue your passions and find a way to earn a living from them. At this juncture, I would like to commend C.D.A.C.T and Ms. Joan Gilbert for being a disruptor and being one of the few TVET institutions, training institutions, offering higher level training in Grenada. Training which leads to certification at levels 3 and 4. These are certifications which we need to see more of to begin making our workplaces more competitive, more productive, and more economically viable and successful. If you check with the Department of Labor and look at the labor statistics, you will see that a great majority of our imported labor is at the supervisory or managerial levels. We need you to take up those positions. It is a major focus of the National Training Agency that all technical and vocational training institutions provide training which recognizes and credits to the knowledge, skills, attitudes, and the building of competencies by an individual in a specific occupational area, but which is incorporated and integrated into the needs of a specific industry. We call this the competency-based education and training method, otherwise known as the C.B.A.C.T method of training. The core of this C.B.A.C.T methodology are occupational standards which have been developed by industry experts and which outlines all the competencies required to do that job effectively and efficiently. This means that when you take up a job, the expectation is that you are knowledgeable in what the job requires, and that through the fact that you have built skill competencies during training, you are also able to carry out the tasks connected with that job. As you acquire experience, your competencies grow and you can climb to higher and higher level job competencies, thus becoming team leaders, supervisors, managers, company leaders, etc. This is the expectation we have coming out of the training you have received and the significance in today's certification exercise. You can clearly see the benefits to be derived through upward mobility. Certification also gives you greater marketability and the power of negotiation. Many graduates like yourselves have explored new jobs, new markets, new countries, and even used the certifications to matriculate into other technical and academic programs. As young professional people, you are great agents of change, and you will be rewarded as men and women have been rewarded for thousands of years for hard work, honesty, great character, loyalty, faith, and love. Put aside any self-doubts that you have and face the future with confidence. Step forward to make a difference in your working environment, your community, and Grenada as a whole. Let me end by sharing this short story with you. A woman called Peggy Newman wrote speeches for the late U.S. President Ronald Reagan. She said her reaction to working in the White House was experienced in 3 phases. Phase 1, I hope nobody figures out how stupid I am. The reaction most of us have at the start of a new job or task. After a few months in the White House, Peggy was like, hey, I'm as smart as everyone else here. And then phase 3, A few months later, she was like, oh my God, we are in charge. So I've got some news for you today. Oh my God, you're in charge. Warmest congratulations once again, and best wishes in your present and future endeavors. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ms. Vutu. And as Ms. Vutu reminded you, you are amazing because right now you have the skills and you are ready to fill the needs that we have within our employment market. So go out there, be a change, be a disruptor. At this time, you're supposed to have a cultural presentation by Ms. Sonaika McKee. Is she with us now? If not, I see another celebrity we can ask. Oh, she's right here. So at this moment, I want to invite to grace you with her beautiful voice, Ms. Sonaika McKee.
Oh, oh, ooh, oh. Have you ever felt like giving it all away when nothing seemed to happen? You turn around and say, I don't ever want this dream. Things are not my way. Giving it a try, I fail anyway. But you don't know for sure if things would get better. And you never know sitting near a store. So if you never try, fight through this weather, then you'll live a life inside. If you have a dream, please don't let it go. Just know it in your heart, it'll work out for sure. If you got a dream, you better you'll make it through another day. Please don't let it go. Please don't let it go. Friends and your family, a little faith in you. They say you'll never make it. You are bound to lose. And yes, you've been hurt. What are you gonna do? Sit around and waste it. Find something to do. I know you were scared of reaching another level. Breaking up inside. You're gonna run away and hide. It's time to take a stand. Fight through this battle. Find the strength inside tonight. If you have a dream, please don't let it go. Just know it in your heart that it'll work out for sure. If you got a dream, you better let it glow. You'll make it through another day. Please don't let it go. Please don't let it go. Yeah. Never walk away. it go, never let it go. Never let it go, never let it go. Never let it go, never let it go. Please don't let it go. Thank you, guys.
After such beautiful singing, I think you don't need to hear my voice anymore, right? Thank you very much, dear. Thank you very much, Ms. McKee, for such a beautiful rendition. If you don't have that song yet, I suggest that you go on YouTube and you can have it and let it be your daily replay to remind you that you should never let go of your dreams. Thank you once again, Ms. McKee, for such a beautiful rendition. We're coming closely to the moment you have been anticipating, but before we get there, I want to invite Dr. Kelvin George, who is our featured speaker, to deliver some remarks to you. Before he approaches, I want to read to you his bio. Dr. Kelvin George serves as the technical director of C.D.A.C.T. He is also the director of Key Performance Expert and a professional infrastructure project director. Dr. George is a holder of a PhD and a master's in Dr. George is a holder of a PhD and an MBA. He is also a member of the Business Executive of the UK. Let's welcome to the podium Dr. Kelvin George.
Good morning. Good morning, good morning. A pleasant good morning to everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. I mean, after such wonderful singing, please don't let it go. Your dreams, your ambitions, your aspirations, please don't let it go. It's something that I held on to all my life. Never letting go of a dream. Never letting go of an opportunity, never letting go of a moment. Always staying focused. Please don't let it go. It's a privilege to be here this morning, and I just want to celebrate with you. If you do not mind, can you rise, please? And give yourself, man, just a lusty rounds of applause just for your success. Come on, come on. It's all about you today. It's not about me. It's not about C.D.A.C.T really. It's all about you. It's your success. It is your day. You may have your seat. Today's celebration is all about the graduates. Congratulations on your success. Congratulations on the achievement of your milestone, personal milestone. My encouragement to you today is that you continue to remain focused. Never give up. Never give in. Circumstances will come. Challenges will come. Financial, personal challenges. Don't give up on your dream. Remain focused. It is one milestone after another. Life journey is continuous. Always evolving, always changing. But if you remain steadfast and hold on to that dream, you will see the outcome. This is one milestone that has been achieved. There are several more to come. Remain focused and stay tuned to what is happening. The demand is constant. The changes are constant. Financial challenges are constant. But education can make the difference in your life. So continue to remain focused. Today's theme, changing lives and community through education and learning. That is so potent today. One of the critical variable in a life-changing endeavor is education and continuous learning. My previous speakers actually emphasized and gave the story about millionaires and what they do. Continuous learning will lead you and champion the change that you endeavor to achieve. Stay focused. Never give up. A pleasant good morning to the graduates, of course. A special good morning to C.D.A.C.T board and C.D.A.C.T executive, Ms. Gilbert, and all the special invited guests. Minister Andy, I saw him a while ago in the house. Also to all the special invited guests, welcome to this momentous occasion. It is a life-changing event for C.D.A.C.T and also, more importantly, a life-changing event for the graduates and the students of C.D.A.C.T. To you students, 2023 will be the commencement of a new era in your life journey. Don't lose out on it. Hold on to that dream. At C.D.A.C.T, we are convinced that your life's commencement and your life's achievement will change your society, will change your family, and will change your dream and your aspiration. Remain focused. Don't give up. Don't give in. Education can define as a force that leads to transformation. It is also defined as a process to receive information and to utilize that information in your daily life, whether it's be on your job, whether it's be in your family. Education can make the difference. It is also defined as a systematic transferring of instruction and knowledge. And it is an enlightening experience that leads to shifting an individual's paradigm and worldview. Shift your paradigm and your worldview. And individuals who are learned, their mind and the way that they gravitate and the way they perceive life generally is transformed. You do not see things only through black and white. There is always a gray area. And the gray area is when you ask the question. That's when you see what is not said. One philosopher stated, it is not what a person says that leads you to the next phase of your life. It is what is not said. So always bear in mind that behind every statement, there is a motive, there is objective, and there is an agenda. So always ask the question. That's what's going to lead you to the next phase of your life journey and the successes in your academic journey. Education. The education provided, is not only for today, but more so it encompasses future education demand and keep pace of the fast-changing environment. The world continues to evolve, yet for all, we as individuals must continue to learn. We must continue to educate ourselves, or else we'll be left behind. To see the transformation that you want in your finances, in your life, to assist your families, your friends, please remain focused and endeavor to be the best you can be and to do the best you can do. I'd say that we believe in the power of education to change lives, families, and communities. We believe in second chances and fresh start. Remember, it's not where you are now, or the challenges that you have encountered, or the limitations that came your way, but it's where you want to go. Building on every achievement will lead to attainment of the next achievement. Remain focused. We believe in the resilience of the human spirit. We believe that our past is part of us, but does not define us. And we believe in new opportunities to grow, build mental capacity, and increase personal wealth. We are excited to help cultivate these students yourself and prepare you for the workplace and assist in your personal growth, economic transformation of your life, yourself, your family, and your community. Today is all about you. We are here to celebrate with you. A case in point, 3 children are huddled around a makeshift desk with pencils scribbling in a classroom made of stone and mud. These individuals are clothed in a rag, substandard clothing. They are wearing slippers or no shoes. Money, which is a critical commodity, is lacking. However, these individuals rose to the occasion, and here we are. This is the story of your great-grandparents, of some of us parents, who went to school with little to eat, no shoes in their feet, mud stone, mud flow in the classroom, and they gave rise to individuals like yourself, who has so much. We look at the ultra-modern facility at C.D.A.C.T, where there's so much to do. Our parents did it with little. Some of them went on to do degrees. Some of them went on, were unfortunate and they were not able to do it. But we are in a better environment. So therefore, nothing should stop us. Nothing should stop you from achieving. We can do it. Remain focused and stay positive. Although the scars of poverty and economic lack are real, as evident in our parents and grandparents, we are here to make a difference through education. As it is evident, education leads to resocialization, professional growth and development, economic growth for students and communities, and redefinition of the students' future as is evident today at our graduation ceremony. We are here to celebrate. I want to see a smile on your face. It is a momentous occasion, not for me, but for you. This is another milestone we celebrate with you. Congratulations. Congratulations. It's all about you. It is one more success on your life's journey. The world is your limit. Remember that the next best thing that can transform your life, society, your economic situation, is just a moment away. Because from here you can get an offer for a new job. From here you can be promoted. From here you can transfer, you can do a master's degree. You can continue to learn. The world is your limit. There is always opportunities. Don't stifle yourself within your own personal silo, because opportunities is only a moment away. Do not give up or give in to any circumstance, any situation. Don't make the mistake that so many of our friends and colleagues have made. They started the journey, they stop. Please don't. Please don't stop. It is only the beginning. With God, all things are possible. That's my profound belief. And I just want to articulate that. With God, all things are possible. It may not happen in your time, as when you want it to, but it is possible. Stay focused. Your future is bright. Don't close your eyes, but enter boldly with your eyes open. The doors are wide open for you today. Moving with ebullience, moving with tenaciousness, moving with success. You smell it today, you taste it. Continue to push forward. I believe that you and every one of you here today can do it and be successful. Please don't stop. The journey has just begun. Some of you can testify to the increase and the upward mobility within organizations. Some of you can testify with actually financial increases. And also with your family being proud of you and your achievement. Some of you would have had children, right? So you actually can testify to the joy that the children, display when they see my mom in a photo, or if they're here to celebrate, or the parents are here to celebrate, or their friends are here to celebrate. Some of them are actually happy and elated for you. So success is yours. We celebrate with you. I just want to thank C.D.A.C.T and C.D.A.C.T management and executive for the job well done. I want to thank the graduates for a job well done. You have done it. I believe that you will continue to succeed and move from strength to strength. Remain positive, and with God, all things are possible. Thank you, and have a great one.
Thank you, Dr. George, for those reminders that continuous learning and education allows us to champion change, that we need to remain focused, don't give up, don't give in, and do not stifle ourselves. Thank you so very much for those words. Graduates, this is a moment you have anticipated. Finally, it's your time to walk across the stage and proudly receive your UCC and CVQ certificates, a mark of your accomplishment. And as Mrs. Guto reminded us, it is your power of negotiation. Oprah Winfrey said, "You get in life what you have the courage to ask for." You asked for the opportunity to develop yourselves, so here we are. This is your moment. So as I call your names, you are going to make your way . So as I call your names, you're going to make your way on my right. You're going to receive your certificates, and then you're going to go down on that end. And I want to encourage you to cheer your colleagues as they come to collect their certificates. It has been a long journey, and now you are finally here. As Dr. George said, it's your moment. Enjoy it. So we're going to begin with the management level 4 students. And to distribute those set of certificates, I want to invite Mrs. K. Julian Gutu. So we begin with Mr. Damian Dabo. Followed by Ms. Janelle vgh'n. Next we have Ms. Laurel Salim Forsyth. Ms. Lorraine Livia. Ms. Marsha Paul Newton. Mary Telesford. In the words of Ms. Harbin, the backbone of the class, Ms. Michelle Alexis. Rena Charles. And Ms. Ria Nelson. Let's give it up for our level 4 management students. We now move on to management level 3. Adonna John, Alana Bain, Anderson Gaskin, Andy Andrews, Arlene Bartholomew, Cecil Gay, Sherry Ann Williams, Elva James, Jeanette Robertson, Glenda Lambert, Jeanette James, Julius Renard, Michael Lewis, Miriam Thomas, Melissa George, Natisha Charles, Nicole Joseph Lewis, Tonisha Sanderson, and finally, Vonnie James. And our last set of certificates that Ms. Gutu will help us with is our Business Administration, the CVQ class. Abigail Francis, Amina Worm, Brittany Gomez, Chantel George, Denver Williams, Kizzy Batiste, Teresa Noel, and finally, Tracy Ann Charles. Thank you very much, Ms. Gutu. I now want to invite to join me at the front, Mr. Kevin George, as we give out those for the bartending and business administration, the Imani batch. Mr. Kevin George. Okay, so we just focus on the bartending people. Alana Cato, Angel Phillip, Antonia James, Crystal Alexander, Daria Laborde, Denise Andrew, Delona Samuel, Katira Millet, Liana George, Marissa Seeley, Marianne George, Nakisha Williams, Nuri Mitchell, Renelle Joseph, Shanika Frederick, Shania Bruno, Shania Bruno, I'm sorry, McIntosh, Shanika McIntosh, and Tanel Alexis, We would continue with the Human Resource Management Group. Dr. George, I still need your presence. We move on to business administration with the UCC group. We have Darrell Leacock, Delma Wickham, and Julia Richards. Thank you very much, Dr. George. So let's give a round of applause to those UCC students from the business administration. I now invite Ms. Michelle Chase to assist with the distribution of the certificates to our entrepreneurship group of students. We begin with Abiola McVean, Ademi Jade Pierre, Akeda George, Aline Williams Douglas, Angster Creedland, is Creedland here? Anisha Victor, Arlene Lewis, Ashanti McDonald, Atoya Taylor, Brittany Thomas, Carol Griffith, next we have Carla Collymore, Carlene Williams, Carlos Hosford, Carlene Dominic, Carolyn Blackett, Chantel George, Chris St. Paul, Christelle Griffith, Colleen Charles, Corrine Latouche, Chriselle Thomas, following her we have Colleen Williams, Colin Stewart, Danisha Fraser, Daniel Ross, Danisha Warren, Danley Daniel, Danacy Francis, D. Nita Pierre, Donna Sargent, Erlene Neptune, Erskine Joseph, Irvin Lewis, Fitzroy Crony, following Fitzroy, we have Francesca Charles, following Francesca, we have Giovanni Alexander, is Jade Alexander here? Jade, you're up next. Jade Alexander. Following Jade, we have Janicia Augustine, Javon Cumberbatch. Is Javon here? Jamisha Mathlin. Following her, we have Josanne Frederick. Next, we have Jonelle Caliste. Jordan Gully. Keda Panchu. Kamasha Joseph. Carissa Williams. Kwanda Thomas. Kaunda Thomas, Kemoy LeBurn, Kemoy Worm, Kendall Charles. Is Kendall here? Keisha Alexander. Is Keisha Alexander here? Kevon J. Simon, Kedonna D. Cotto, following Kedonna, we have Kanil Let. Is Kanil here? Kizel Mitchell, okay, so those who have already collected the certificates, if you are having an issue, let's deal with that after. So kindly have your seats, please. Thank you. We'll deal with the issue afterwards. Shut the gap on. Shut the gap on. She'll get it afterwards. Chris Hoyt, Krishada Lewis, Christian Hazard, Larry McDonald, Lavon Victor, Lester Lalji, Letitia Hines, Lex Wells, Lindy Thomas, Lorna Lewis, Tracy Jones, Valinda Lewis, Vaughn Samuel, Vaughn is not here. Tirina Andrew, Summers Victory, Chanel Andrews, Shana George, Shashana McVean. I hope I got the name correct. Cheyenne Thomas. Shahira Williams. And Shamaika Gedari. Kenisha Liburn. Thank you very much, Ms. Charles. Just by show of hands, did everybody receive their certificates? Just by show of hands. So if you did not receive a certificate, just raise your hand, please. If you did not receive your certificate as yet, just raise your hand. Okay, so for those of you who said you did not get a certificate, is it that your name was not called? If it's a case where your name was not called, then show by raise of hand as well. Dr. Charles, can you assist with this set of certificates, please? Thank you. Marlon Nicholas. Milwaukee Francis. Nyron Belfon. Rena Moore. Rickson McDonald. Rolanda Cape. Anya Wellington. Anya is receiving for supervisory management. Thank you very much, Dr. Charles. So after you've taken your photos, if you still have any issues, you would see us afterwards. Sorry. I can only call what I have. Okay, so those of you who did not hear your names called afterwards, after taking your pictures, you can please come to see Mrs. Gilbert. Okay, so you can come now to get your pictures taken, but afterwards we sort out the issue. Okay, so moving right along, we are going to hear from the individual doing our vote of thanks. And so I want to invite to the podium Ms. Velma Wickham, who will deliver the vote of thanks. Ms. Wickham?
An individual has not started living until he can rise above the narrow confines of his individualistic concerns to the broader concerns of all humanity. Martin Luther King Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good afternoon. It gives me immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks for this auspicious occasion to all dignitaries assembled here. And yes, we are all dignitaries this afternoon. Thank you, Almighty God, for making today's event a success despite of the weather. The prayers that went forth, we thank you. Thank you to the moderator for keeping the event going and not having us sleeping, but we were alive, we were awakened, yes? So thank you so much for keeping us in tune. Our beloved tutor, Ms. Joan Gilbert, for her stewardship, support, vision, and commitment to us as students. We say thank you. Thank you for your inspiring remarks. Thank you to the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean, the Grenada National Training Agency, and the C.D.A.C.T team. We appreciate the collaboration between the three. Without this opportunity, there will be no graduation today, and I think we can all say that because we needed them to be giving us that opportunity. So we thank them so much for the opportunity. Thank you to our special guests who, despite their busy schedule, has found time to grace this occasion. Dr. Charles, we thank you for the admonishment, encouragement, and reminder. We cannot do it all by ourselves, but we will surely build better communities. Sonika, our heartfelt thanks to you for your valuable contribution and that beautiful voice. We thank you. That gift that God has blessed you with, continue to use it. The feature address was well received. Thank you, Dr. George. We are grateful to you for your words of enlightenment and encouragement. We thank you for your kindness, your interest, and continued support. Education just makes a difference, and we are not too old to learn. Graduates, volunteers, our beloved family, friends, well-wishers, thank you for accepting our invitation and making this function a great success. You manned the weather, and you came out to support your people. Thank you, business admin people. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, our chemistry was awesome. We thank you for an amazing group. Chemistry, the members of the media for evincing interest in covering the event, we say thanks. All those who walked behind the screen, we say thank you. The volunteers, everybody that came, the ushers, the young lady that keep helping and assisting, we thank you also. Thank you for everyone today who have been here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless.
And on behalf of C.D.A.C.T, Delma, I want to thank you for thanking us. Graduates, I want to encourage you with the words of Henry David Thoreau. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. I'll repeat that again. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. As we close, I want you to remember that here is not the end, but only the beginning. Pursue other goals that will develop you personally and professionally. Be prepared for challenges, roadblocks, and people trying to discourage you. However, as you face these obstacles, keep this quote from Kristen Kahn in mind. In response to those who say to stop dreaming and face reality, I say keep dreaming and make reality. End of quote. This brings us to the end of your graduation ceremony, and I want to say congratulations to each and every one of you. Okay, so by special request, and my apologies, I missed that, you can now turn your tassels. So I want to encourage all our graduates to please stand as you make your final exit. And this is your moment to take your pictures with your friends, families, loved ones, and your fellow colleagues so that you can remember your times together. Members of the audience, let's give a hearty round of applause to all these students here who have made it to the end. So we now have the exit of our graduates, leading off with Michelle.